Okay guys, so where I left off with the intro video into probability was talking about the probability of an event occurring, excuse me. Okay, so probability. I know you guys have heard of this word before. Okay, so like maybe you say something like, oh, what are the probabilities of me getting heads if I flip a coin? What's the probability of me getting an A on this test? What's the probability of my grade coming up if I get a C on this test? So things like that. Okay, so you've heard the word before. Okay, so probability in the simplest form of fashion is the chances of an event occurring. I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure I spelled that right. Okay, so the chances or the odds that an event occurs. Okay, and probability is written out like a ratio. Okay, and remember there are 3 different ways that we can write a ratio. So if you wanted to, you can write it as this to that, number to a number. You can write a number over a number in fraction form, or you can do with the colon and write it like that. Okay, so it is written as a ratio. Okay, so you can write it either any of those ways. Typically, we stick to the fraction form. Okay, so typically, oops, not what I wanted to do. Typically, we stick to this form. Okay, so fraction form. And the way we stick to fraction form is we set up this proportion or this ratio of this probability occurring. Okay, so for instance, you would put in parentheses P of the event, whatever the event may be. Maybe the event is flipping heads on a coin. Okay, so it would say P and then in parentheses heads. Okay, and that's going to be, the probability is going to be equal to the number of times, oops, excuse me, the event occurs over the total number of equally possible outcomes. Oops, I can't spell. This is why I teach math. Okay, so the total number of equal possible outcomes. I like to say what we're looking for over the total number of events. Okay, so for instance, if we were talking about the probability of flipping tails on a coin. Okay, well, if a coin has 2 sides, one is heads, one is tails, well, the probability of flipping tails is 1. That's the number of times the event could occur, over how many possible events do we have? Well, we have heads and we have tails, so we have 2 events that could occur. So 1 in 2, or 1 out of 2 chance that we would get tails. Okay, if we want to talk about rolling a dice, okay, so this is flipping a coin. If we want to talk about rolling a dice, it would be, say you wanted the probability of getting 6. Well, if a dice has 6 sides, our total number of possible outcomes is 6, but it only has the number 6 on one side, so it would be 1 out of 6 chances, or the probability is 1 in 6 chance.